Hello and welcome, guys. So today we are going to be handling the delete function. So we have successfully created the create.php. We are done with the create.php, and on the index everything can now show on the index. But how do we delete things if things need to be deleted? Let me put on my data so that this icon can appear. Alright, so let me refresh since I'm using Bootstrap. So it needs data for this icon to appear. Just a moment. So we are going to be handling the delete function. So on the same index page, the delete function is also there. So when you click on the delete, you can see it. If you check below my browser, you can see at the left hand side of my browser you see PHP CRUD image / index.php delete, and this is id5, delete id5. So if we click on this delete, you can see on the browser delete id5. If you click on this, it will show delete id6. It will be deleting according to the IDs in the database. So if you click on the edit, it will go to the edit, but we are going to be handling the delete function. So let's proceed. So the first thing we are going to do is this. We are going to say if is set get delete. Now this delete is according to this button here, according to the button delete here. So if you click on the delete, it should delete the data from the database according to the ID. So once you have clicked delete, so what should happen? You are going to initialize the variable ID. We'll set ID is equal to $_get delete. So once this delete is ready, so we write the SQL for delete. SQL for delete is equal to SQL variable is equal to select oh, sorry for that, this is supposed to be delete. Let me check something. Now what is there is that it will first of all check the data from the database, check if the data is in the database before it will proceed to delete. So it will first of all check. So it select all from contacts. Where ID is equal to this, we just need to concatenate the ID. So we set a result variable is equal to my SQLi query we set the connection string, and the SQL string. So the next thing we are going to do is this. We are going to say if it goes through the database and found a row, if it goes through the database and found a row that there's something in a row, because it first of all check if this information is available in the database before it will delete. So we are going to use my SQL underscore num underscore rows. Then we'll set the result variable. That if it is greater than 0, then fetch it will also check for image. Also fetch my SQL is equal to my SQL underscore fetch assoc. Results. Then let's initialize the image. Image is equal to row image then unlink. We need to unlink the image from the upload directory. Then we'll set another SQL variable again. This is now the final time that we're now going to delete the details. We now say if query, if my SQLi, if there is my SQLi underscore query, then we set the connection string and the SQL variable. Then once at this point, the data, once it goes through this code, it will delete. So once it deletes, we need to send the user back to the same index page. It's on the index page, but we need to, because the page is going to refresh, so the user need to come back to the same page. So we set location index.php, location index.php. So let's try what we just did, if it will work. So let's refresh. Okay, we're having issue here. Say MySQL underscore number expected one parameter to be MySQL live result book given in this online thing. So let's check what is the problem. Expect one parameter to be, let's check. If it sets it gets delete. So let's check. Okay, that's just the problem. You can see that the reason why that thing was deleted is because of we have clicked delete before. Let's try this. It also delete. So let's add information and see. So let's try to delete and see. You can see it has been deleted. If you go to the database, you can no longer see any information again. So we have successfully created the delete function. Please, if you don't understand, comment below and I will try to make you understand better. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial.